Bus stop. What is up, everybody? JP Hussey here of the Hussey Team Mortgage Advisors with this week's Bus stop. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. Another beautiful day out here in the Philly suburbs. We're going to keep this one short for you guys today. I know it can be a lot to take in, so we're going to keep it short. First things first, a dream of mine for a bunch of years. And with the help of Lindsay put a lot of time in this. We're almost about to launch it, but we're going to have the Bus Garage. This is where we're going to be, and I'll get to this in a second, we're going to be selling some Bus gear. We're going to keep it nice and small. Not going to overwhelm everyone. Going to have some shirts, maybe a hat, maybe some sweatpants, some butts, I like to say, right? But you know I love the Bus. It means so much to me. We won't necessarily be selling this right off the bat, right? But we're going to be selling some Bus gear. And what's really cool about this is a very nice portion of the proceeds is going to go to NAMI, the National Association of Mental Illness. It means a lot to me. My mom worked for them, donated her time for a lot of years, well over 20 years. So we're going to make sure a portion of what we're selling is going to go to help others that are in need. So really near and dear to my heart, and I'm looking forward to that. So wait for the Bus Garage to drop. And if you want some Bus gear, totally cool if you're not. But if you do, just know some of these proceeds are going to be going to something good. Anyway, next part. Cliches. We all know cliches. They can be corny or whatnot, right? But there's a reason they're cliche, right? They actually work. And they're true, right? So the one I got for you today is patience is a virtue, all right? And how this relates to mortgages and the real estate market. We had three separate families this week, right, that finally got into their new house. And we're talking year and a half at least. They've been looking for a new home, and it was very frustrating. A lot of emotions, a lot of ups and downs, 9, 10, 20 offers on homes they didn't get, and finally they got their house. And I will tell you what all of these families had in common. They were extremely happy that they bought the house that they bought. All right? It always seems to work out in the end. That's what I tell everyone. It always seems to work out. I know right now there's some pain, and you're finding a house, and you don't know what to do, and it always seems to work out in the end, right? So having that patience and that belief that it's going to work out works. It's cliche, but it works, right? So have patience out there. And that brings me to my next point. Was just speaking to Nicky, and he says he's talking about this a bit more, so we want to talk about today. The market's starting to soften a bit. Maybe there are some buyers that got frustrated and decide not to look for a while. Sat on the sidelines. Totally cool if you need a rest, right? But maybe that's occurring. Maybe there's not as many buyers in. Maybe with school restarting, maybe things are starting to soften. It's not as chaotic. Maybe some sellers are saying, let's get our house on the market. More sellers out there. We have some more inventory. Maybe a little bit less buyers. It's starting to soften. It's starting to balance out. Right? We needed some balance in this market, and we're starting to see that again. So if you need a little pick-me-up, get with your mortgage person, get with your advisor, get with your real estate agent. Ask for a pick-me-up speech. If you need one, call me. I'll pick you up. Get back in the game. Right? If buying a house is a goal of yours, I would say get back in the game. We've always seen when it comes down to the end of the year, a lot of people say it's not a good time to buy a house, especially in the Philly area. There's snow, this, that. It's usually a great time to buy a house because there's not as many buyers out there. I'm telling you, be a buyer. Get in there, right? So the market's starting to soften, and have some patience because it always works out in the end. Hey, if you guys need anything, make sure you hit us up. Have a great rest of your week. Bus stop.